Hello, my name is Darren Maines. This is my speech therapy for my Com 101 class. Here are my note cards. So imagine waking up every morning to the smell of bacon, the sound of biting into a crunchy golden piece of toast, or to the sight of a colorful array of fresh fruits from berries to oranges. Imagine starting every meal with a healthy, balanced breakfast. For some of us, breakfast is something we can only just imagine. When we were all kids, we remember our parents and teachers preaching us that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But as we got older, we got busier. Breakfast just became something that made us harder to get out the door any sooner. Various studies have shown that eating a healthy, balanced meal benefits the human body and mind. So instead of skipping breakfast, eating the most important meal of the day can help you maintain your body mass index, provide you with energy, and even promote a more positive attitude. A large portion of Americans do not consistently eat breakfast, which means that they're at risk for the adverse effects that skipping the most important meal of the day poses. In 2011, a study called Morning Mealscape, published by the NPD Group, a market research company, discovered that every 1 out of 10 individuals skip breakfast. That is approximately 31 million people, which is greater than the population of the state of Texas. The purpose of the study was to find situational factors that impacted people's choices related to food and beverage in the morning. They discovered that people skip breakfast for 2 reasons. They're either not hungry or they're just too busy. Symptoms of depression and heart disease have been associated with not eating breakfast. Breakfast consumption is related to reduced cortisol levels, which is related to moods. In a 2017 study from professors at Yonsei University in South Korea, discovered that those who eat breakfast seldom or sometimes are more likely to report having symptoms of depression compared to those who always eat breakfast. A meta-analysis epidemiological study was conducted by the American Journal of Cardiology in 2019 to find the correlation between skipping breakfast and the prevalence of heart disease. The analysis discovered that there's a correlation between skipping breakfast and cardiometabolic risk, including obesity, being overweight, hypertension, diabetes mellitus, and other cardiovascular diseases. Many people have a problem with not eating breakfast because they just don't have the time for it, they don't know how to prepare, and they don't know what to eat. Changes can be made to one's routine and to how one eats breakfast to ensure that they don't skip the meal. The average time to make breakfast is around 30 minutes. So there are various time management strategies that can be applied to ensure that one makes that time. You can do meal prep the night before, such as hard boiling eggs, cutting up fresh fruits and vegetables, and getting the ingredients together. One can also prepare healthy grab-and-go meals, such as bagels and cream cheese, cut up fruit, or even hard-boiled eggs. Transportable foods allows you to eat while commuting to work, and if allowed, you can eat while at work or at school. Although it's important to eat breakfast, it's important to eat a healthy breakfast. That means no Pop-Tarts or no sugary cereals. Eggs, yogurt, and berries make perfect breakfast foods because they provide your body with a substantial amount of energy. Eggs can be served in a plethora of ways, from scrambled to poached to fried. They are high in protein, and they also promote fullness, which reduces calorie intake of the day, such as snacking. They also have antioxidants that can prevent eye disorders such as macular degeneration. But the one problem with eggs is they are a hassle to make and to clean up. So Kraft Heinz has introduced Or-Ida Just Crack an Egg, which is a container filled with pre-prepped sausage, peppers, and onions. And all you do is crack an egg and put it in the microwave for 1 minute. It's easy to make, clean up, and you can eat it on the go. And it also controls your portion size as well. Greek yogurt is also high in protein, and it has probiotics, which keep your stomachs and intestines clean. And finally, berries add sweetness to your meals with all the extra artificial sugars, and they have antioxidants that decrease your risk of disease. So now we know how to include breakfast into our schedule. Let's look at the benefits of eating a healthy, balanced meal. When one eats breakfast on a daily basis, they will reap the positive effects as maintaining the body mass index, getting supply energy, and promoting and getting a more positive attitude. Many people skip breakfast because they think it will prevent them from losing weight or will make them gain weight. Eating breakfast is not associated with weight loss or weight gain. Consuming it will reduce your caloric intake, and it will prevent it as well. A 2004 article by Julie Miller-Jones, a nutritionist in Cereal Foods World, describes how eating breakfast can control your body weight. She provides information from studies published by the University of Texas at El Paso and Northwestern University, who discovered that people who eat breakfast on a regular basis are 55% less likely to develop problems with insulin resistance, which can lead to obesity. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day because it provides your body with enough energy to get through it. It nourishes your body and mind with vitamins that improve concentration and memory that may enhance your academic and work performance. When I started my first year of college, my first job last year, I ate breakfast regularly. Then I got swamped by assignments and I just got too busy that it wasn't on my radar anymore. And it took a toll on my body and I got extremely tired. I couldn't make it throughout the day without either snacking or even like taking a nap. So eventually I took the initiative to eat breakfast on a regular basis and I felt that energy come back to my body. And all it took for me was to lose an extra 20 minutes of sleep. But at the end of the day, I didn't need those 20 minutes because I was getting energy from my breakfast and not just from sleeping. And as previously mentioned, breakfast can lead to depression-like symptoms. So eating it does the opposite for you. It promotes a more positive attitude because when you're not as tired and you're not hungry, you are a little happier and you have the energy to get through your day. So yes, you can incorporate breakfast into your life by adjusting your routine and to reap the benefits it offers. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and by listening to what I presented to you today, I hope you now all understand why. Skipping it can lead to various symptoms such as depression and heart disease. But on the other hand, eating it can lead to maintaining your body mass index, getting a supply of energy, and having a more positive attitude. Each body is different. There are different effects. The way breakfast affects me can be completely different from how it affects you. But there's no doubt and no denying that eating breakfast on a regular basis, putting something nutritious into your stomach the first thing in the morning won't do any harm.